See, this continuous digestive system of the sepia is mainly you can see this digestive system of the cuttlefish, how they are look like structure in a dorsal and ventral sides, and this is one of the important for their alimentary canal, the organs, important organs. Then this alimentary canal is the individual into foregut consisting of a buccal mass with an odontophore and an esophagus. The midgut constituted by the stomach and the hindgut by intestine and the rectum. The mouth, round aperture at the anterior end surrounded by oral arms. A thin lobe peristomial membrane surrounds the pair of jaws are lodged in the lip. The mouth leads to the buccal cavity. The jaws somewhat resemble the beak of a parrot. The ventral one larger and strongly bent than the dorsal one, which it closes the partly. The buccal mass, it is a fairly large pyriform muscular structure containing a spacious chamber. The buccal cavity, a large odontophore is present in the buccal cavity, and the odontophore means this odontophore is important for their sepia, and it is one of the large pyriform muscular body containing the buccal cartilages and radula. And the radula bear the numerous teeth. रॅड्युला एक असा ऑर्गन्स आहे की रॅड्युलामुळे काय होते की बॅलन्सिंग अँड कंट्रोलिंग ऑफ द बॉडी, त्याला आपण रॅड्युला म्हणतो. सी दिस इसोफेगस, द अनदर वन इम्पॉर्टंट ऑर्गन्स ऑफ द इसोफेगस. म्हणजे तुम्ही इसोफेगस प्रत्येक ॲनिमल्समध्ये, इवन आपल्या मनुष्यामध्ये सुद्धा आपण जर बघितलं तर मॅन इज ऑल्सो द हॅविंग ए इसोफेगस इज इम्पॉर्टंट, and it is a narrow tube runs posteriorly from the buccal mass and along the middle line between the lobes of the digestive gland and joins the stomach posterior to the middle of the trunk. त्याच्यानंतर the stomach has two interconnected chambers, the opening between the two provided with the sphincter. म्हणजे स्टमकच्या ज्या ओपनिंगला स्फिंक्टर असते, इंटरकनेक्टेड चेंबर्स आहे. And the first part of our gizzard is somewhat oval and muscular. The second part of the cecum is round. Then another one is the intestine. A round tube arises from the cecum, bends sharply upon itself and runs anteriorly as the rectum. The rectum it is of same diameter as the intestine. Runs forward parallel and this parallel and ventral to the esophagus and runs anteriorly at the rectum and opening to the funnel. ओडोंटोफोर जर बघितला आपण तर ओडोंटोफोर हा इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. इट इज वन ऑफ द फीडिंग मेकॅनिझम इन मोलस्क and it is the cartilage which underlies and support the radula or ribbon of teeth. Radula is an anatomical structure used by mollusks for feeding. Sometimes compared to a odontophore is a tongue of flesh underlying the regular membrane. See, this digestive system is and cuttlefish. There are three types. Salivary glands, a pair of glands located behind the cranial cartilage, one on either side of the esophagus. The salivary ducts run inward and the two join in the middle. The common duct open dorsally into the posterior part of the buccal cavity. Second, the digestive gland. Digestive gland जर बघितला आपण तर ते सुद्धा इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. Without digestive gland, the sapia cannot be survive properly. म्हणून सेपियामध्ये डायजेस्टिव्ह ग्लँड हे 2 टाईप्स आहेत. म्हणजे जसं आपण बघितलं एक्झोक्राइन अँड एंडोक्राइन ग्लँड. The liver secretes bile into a system of canalicular ducts convey their content of the gallbladder. Commonly called this digestive gland is known as the liver, and a large brownish gland divided into right and left halls, partly connected, and lie by the sides of the esophagus. The ducts from 2 lobes open separately at the junction of the stomach and intestine. The pancreas, it is one of the minute cream-colored vesicles. They are clustered around the digestive ducts, and their openings, the duct from the pancreas opens in the gizzard. तुम्ही जर बघितलं तर डायजेस्टिव्ह ग्लँड हे 5 प्रकारचे असतात. त्याला आपण गॅस्ट्रिक ग्लँड, स्टमक लायनिंग, पॅनक्रियाज, गॉल ब्लॅडर किंवा स्लायव्हरी ग्लँड असं म्हणतो. आता याच्यामध्ये इंक ग्लँड आहे. इंक ग्लँड हे सुद्धा महत्त्वाचं आहे की इंक ग्लँडचं फंक्शन काय आहे, तर एखादा प्रिडॅटर या ॲनिमलला हंटिंग करण्यासाठी, मारण्यासाठी जर येत असेल तर तो इंक रिलीज करतो पाण्यामध्ये, आणि इंक रिलीज केल्यामुळे जे काही प्रिडॅटर आहे ते प्रिडॅटरला प्रॉपर दिसत नाही, तिथं पूर्ण कलर हा चेंज होऊन जातो. सो दॅट इंक ग्लँड इज असोसिएटेड विथ द डायजेस्टिव्ह सिस्टीम, बट इट डज नॉट प्ले एनी रोल इन न्यूट्रिशन. द इंक सॅक however develop as a diverticulum of the dorsal wall of the intestine. It is a pear-shaped body lying below the mantle of the dorsal surface. A portion of the interior of the sac is glandular and secretes a black substance, ink or sepia. The ink is stored in the main cavity of the sac and discharged into the rectum close to the anus. The ink discharged by a started cuttlefish mixes with water in the mantle cavity and ejected through the funnel as a black cloud under cover of which the animal moves away unnoticed. Feeding and digestion. The food of the cuttlefish comprises of crustaceans, mollusks and fishes. The animal swims forward with the arms together, darts at the prey suddenly by ejecting water through the funnel. The arms are spread and the prey graze. All the small 8 arms play active role in the capture of the prey. The suckers are pressed against the body of the victim, and a partial vacuum thus created makes the suckers firmly adhere the body of the prey, and the latter cannot escape. So another important is their respiratory system. The respiratory system of the sepia is consist of a pair of gills or cnidaria, and one on each side situated in the mantle cavity. The gill are plum shaped. And the second respiratory pattern, in which the mantle cavity pressure during expiration are greater, the mantle circular fibers are involved as they are doing during the large pressure transients seen during the escape jetting. The mechanism of respiration: by sudden contraction of the body, water within the mantle cavity goes out through the opening of the funnel, and with the relaxation of the body, a fresh current of water current enters the mantle cavity through the pallial aperture. The water penetrates freely to all the parts of gill through the axial canals. हर्ट आणि पेरिकार्डियम आहे. हर्ट कशा प्रकारचे असतात? There are 2 chambers mainly, auricle and ventricle. The heart is enclosed in a pericardium and lies superficially in the middle of the ventral surface. Ventricle, the median somewhat asymmetrical in position and divided into two lobes by a median constriction. The auricles, two lateral and symmetrical, they are simple contractile expansions of the different branchial veins. The arteries, there are two main arteries, oral aorta and the aboral aorta. The oral aorta is a large mass vessels arises from the oral end of the ventricle and send branches to the other organs of the anterior part of the body. The aboral aorta, a small vessel arises from the aboral end of the ventricle. It bends over the ink sac, runs aborally and sends branches to the posterior part of the body. And the veins are formed in the issues by the joining of the capillary and they invite to form a system of the veins. आपण कटल फिशमध्ये बघितलं तर त्याच्यामध्ये मेन दोन ब्रँचेस आहे हार्टचे, त्याला वेंट्रिकल्स आणि ऑरिकल्स म्हणतात. वेंट्रिकल जर बघितलं तर त्याचे दोन लोब्स असतात, त्याला आपण मेडियन कन्स्ट्रक्शन म्हणतो. ऑरिकल जे आहे त्याचे दोन लॅटरल लाईन असतात किंवा लॅटरल सिमेट्रिकल असतात, त्याला आपण कॉन्ट्रॅक्टाईल एक्सपान्शन्स आणि ब्रँचियल वेन्स म्हणतात. आर्टरीज जे आहे ते आर्टरीजमध्ये ओरल एहोटा आणि ॲपोरल एहोटा असतो आणि वेन. ओरल एहोटामध्ये जर बघितलं तर लार्ज वेसल्स असतात आणि त्या बॉडीला पूर्ण अंटेरियर सर्क्युलेट असते. आणि ॲपोरल्समध्ये जर बघितलं तर वेंट्रिकलला तो एक प्रकारचा इंक सॅक कनेक्टेड असते आणि तो इट रन्स दी अँड दे आर सप्लाय दी ब्लड्स फ्रॉम दी ऑल द ब्रँचेस ऑफ देअर posterior part of the body.